Projectile in horizontal projection. Consider a projectile, say a ball, thrown horizontally from an initial velocity u from the top of a tower of height h. So this is the top of the tower. We are throwing the ball from the top of the tower, which is at a height h. Now as the ball moves, it covers a horizontal distance. This is the horizontal distance. Okay, due to its uniform horizontal velocity, and it covers a vertical distance because of constant acceleration. So the acceleration is what? Constant here when the ball is moving in a horizontal direction. Now the ball is taking a path OPA. Okay, so it takes a path OPA. Now it takes time t to reach the ground at the point A. The time taken by the ball to reach the point A is t. Now the horizontal distance traveled by the ball. This is the horizontal distance traveled by the ball. This is given by the what? Letter x. Okay. The vertical distance traveled by the ball. So this is the vertical distance traveled by the ball, that is given by letter y. Okay. Now here this is a two-dimensional motion. So only x and y directions are involved. So the velocity can be resolved into two components. One is a horizontal component and another one is a vertical component. So the initial velocity is resolved into horizontal and vertical component as ux and uy. Now we are going to find out the motion along the horizontal direction. Okay, in the horizontal direction, the particle is having zero acceleration. Okay, therefore, the initial velocity ux remains constant. What is? In horizontal direction, the particle is having zero acceleration. Therefore, the initial velocity remains constant. So, this is zero acceleration and initial velocity ux remains what? Constant. These two are the important things here. Now we can find out the distance traveled by the projectile at time t in the horizontal direction. We can find it out. We can use the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square. This is the equation I am going to use it. So in this equation your s is equal to what? X. That is the horizontal distance. Your u is ux. Your u is what? Ux. So substituting here, I'll get it as x is equal to uxt plus half at square. But what is their acceleration? Acceleration is 0. So what do you get it? X is equal to ux into t. X is equal to what? Ux into t. This I am going to take it as equation number 1. Motion along downward direction. Now the particle has no initial velocity in vertical downward direction. So we can write ux is equal to uy is equal to 0. Now the acceleration is a is equal to g because it is acceleration due to gravity. Now we can write the distance y at a time t. That is the vertical distance at a time t. So I can write the equation as s is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay. Your s is y. So the vertical distance is what? Y. And your u is uy. And your a is what? G. So substituting here, what I'll get it here is y is equal to uyt plus half gt square. Okay. But what is your uy? Uy is equal to what? 0. So what is y? Y is equal to half gt square. Now this is your equation 2. Okay. Now from equation 1, x is equal to ux into t. We can find out t. T is equal to what? X by ux. T is equal to x by ux. This I am going to take it as 3. Substituting 3 in equation 2. Okay. So y is equal to half g x by ux the whole square. Now this can be written as y is equal to g by 2 ux, okay, square into x square. I am rearranging. So we are rearranging it and writing y is equal to g by 2 ux square into x square. Now I am going to take g by 2 ux square as k. So k is equal to g by 2 ux square. Okay. Now this is a constant. So I can write y is equal to k into x square. Y is equal to what? K into x square. Now this is an equation of parabola. This is an equation of parabola. So the path followed by the projectile is a parabola. Okay. So in the diagram itself you have seen. Okay. So the path is a parabola. The next one which we are going to find it out is time of flight. So the time taken by the projectile to complete its trajectory. What is trajectory? Trajectory is the path followed by the projectile. Okay. So the time taken for the projectile to complete its trajectory or time taken by the projectile to hit the ground is called as what? Time of flight. Now we are going to take, let h be the height of the tower. We are considering this as a tower and we are taking the h be the height of the tower. The time taken by the projectile to reach the ground, we are taking it as capital T. Okay. Now we know Sy is equal to uyt plus half at square. Okay. Now here we are going to substitute Sy is equal to h, this side. And you know uy is equal to what? 0. Vertical velocity is what? 0. And the time I am going to take it as capital T. Okay. Now substituting here in this equation, I am going to Sy as h is equal to uy is 0. So this term will become 0 is equal to half. Okay. Instead of a I am going to put it as what? G. Okay, because it is a downward velocity, acceleration. So it is acceleration due to gravity. So it is half g t square. Okay. Now this can be written as 2h is equal to gt square. So t square is equal to 2h by g. So t is equal to root of 2h by g. Okay. Now the time of flight depends upon the height of the projectile. It is depending upon what? The height of the projectile, and it is independent of the horizontal velocity. It is not depending upon any velocity. Okay. It's independent of the horizontal velocity of the projection. Now we are going to find out the horizontal range. What is horizontal range? That is the horizontal distance covered by the projectile from the foot of the tower to the point where the projectile hits the ground. So this is the foot of the tower. This is the point the projectile hits the ground. So this distance we call it as what? Horizontal range. This distance we call it as horizontal range. Now we have to find out the value of the horizontal range. Now for horizontal motion we know Sx is equal to uxt plus half at square. Okay. In horizontal motion, we can write here your xs is your horizontal distance, that is your range r. Okay. Your initial velocity ux is equal to what? U. I am going to take it as u. Okay. But the acceleration is what? 0. The acceleration is 0. Okay. And I am going to write the time of flight as t is equal to capital T. Okay. Now from equation 1, we know x is equal to ux into t. Okay. Now here I am going to substitute t as capital T and u as u. So what I get it, u into t. Okay. From equation 1 I got it, x is as what, u into t. So your range, the horizontal range, x also I can substitute as what, capital R. Okay. This is Sx only. So x I am going to capital substitute as what, capital R. So R is equal to what, ut. Okay. So this is nothing but x is equal to Sx is equal to R. You can take it like that. Okay. Ut. Now we know t is equal to root of 2h by g. So what is R? R is equal to u into root of 2h by g. Okay. Now here you can see R is directly proportional to the initial velocity and inversely proportional to the acceleration due to gravity. So R is directly proportional to initial velocity and inversely proportional to acceleration due to gravity. So this is the expression for what? Range. Now resultant velocity. What is resultant velocity? The resultant velocity is the velocity of the projectile at any time. Now when the particle is moving here in the horizontal direction, vertical direction, now at point P, what is the velocity? Okay. So at any instant of time, the velocity is divided into its two components, that is horizontal component and vertical component. The horizontal component is taken as Vx and the vertical component is taken as what? Vy. Okay. So we can write the horizontal component, that is the horizontal component of velocity. Okay. So the velocity component at any time t along horizontal x-axis. This can be written as Vx. Vx can be written using the equation V is equal to u plus at. So it is ux plus a into t. A is ax. Okay. Acceleration along x direction and the velocity along the x direction. So what is your ux? Ux is initial velocity is u. Ax in the horizontal direction is 0. Okay. So I can write it as Vx is equal to u. This will become what? 0. Now the component of velocity along vertical direction. That is Vy. Okay. So Vy is equal to Uy plus Ay into t. Okay. Now your Uy is 0 and your Ay is nothing but what? G. Okay. So we can write Vy is equal to, okay, in the vertical direction the initial velocity is 0 and the acceleration is acceleration due to gravity. So it is g into t. Okay. So now we have got in velocity in x direction and the velocity in y direction. So the velocity can be written as, that is the velocity of the particle at any instant t is v vector is equal to u into I vector, because this is in the x direction. So it is u into I vector plus this is in y direction. So gt into j vector. Gt into what? J vector. Now you can go for finding the speed. So the speed of the particle. Particle at any instant t. V is equal to root of Vx square plus Vy square. So here what is your Vx? Here Vx is root of u square plus Vy is gt. G square t square. So this is the speed of the particle at any instant of time t. So we are getting V is equal to root of u square plus g square t square. Speed of a projectile when it hits the ground. The projectile hits the ground after initially thrown horizontally from the top of the tower at a height h. The time of flight is, so when it thrown from the height h, it hits the ground. Okay, it take a particular time to fly. So the time of flight is given by t is equal to root of 2h by g. This we already proved. Okay. Now, the horizontal component of velocity remains the same. The horizontal component of velocity what? Remains the same. Okay. So, horizontal component of velocity that is Vx. Vx is equal to what? U. Okay. Now, the vertical component of velocity is Vy. Vy is equal to what? G into T. Already we have proved it. So, Vy is equal to G into C. So, it is G into root of 2h by G. Vy is equal to root of what? 2h by C. Now, this can be written as bringing G inside, that is 2h G square by G. So, G and G will get cancelled. So, you will be getting 2GH. So, Vy is equal to root of 2GH. Now, we have to find out the speed. Okay. The speed of the particle when it reaches the ground, that is V is equal to root of Vx square plus Vy square. That's nothing but what? Root of, what is your Vx? U. So, U square plus 2GH the whole square. Okay. 2GH, here root V square. So, it is 2GH. So, you will be getting it as what? Root of U square plus 2GH. So, this is the speed of the particle when it reaches the ground. So, we have found out the time of flight, the range, the resultant velocity, and the speed of the projectile when it hits the ground. The time of flight we have found it out as what? T is equal to root of 2h by g. And the range we have found at what? R is equal to u into root of 2h by g. The resultant velocity we got it as v is equal to root of u square plus g square t square. And the velocity when it reaches the ground, that is v is equal to root of u square plus 2gh. So, these are the things we have derived. Okay. So, these are the things we have derived in what? Projectile under horizontal projection.